Hi everybody, Vegas from Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to talk about Gods of Egypt. And where to begin with this movie is, it's difficult because there's so much to talk about and it's not good. None of it's good. Watching the trailer for this, it just looked like some overblown special effect. You know, it just reminded me of Egyptians and Transformers. You know, it just looked like one of these big bloated action films. And of course I gave it, the benefit of the doubt. And within the first 15-20 minutes, I'm just like, this is a train wreck, a slow motion train wreck just happening. First of all, there's all kinds of controversy around this film because here we have an Egyptian film and Egyptian gods, and you have a Danish guy, you have a Scottish guy, you have an English guy. You just have, the controversy of all diversity in the Academy Awards this year. And here we have, not one ethnic actor to portray something in Gods of Egypt. So you hear Gerard Butler. I have a lot of respect for the cast. I really do. But you just think they would see this coming. Say, wait a minute, Gerard Butler, it'll be a Scottish guy. You want me to be what? A pharaoh? And you even hear his accent coming through all the time. You hear English accents coming through all the time. It's just you just would scratch your head and you're trying to figure out what in the world were the casting directors, the producers, and directors thinking about this movie. So to go back and set up the film for you, you have these Egyptian gods who live among their people in Egypt, and there's a big coronation going on because Waldau is played by what's his name? Horus, the All-Seeing. I gotta remember. I was doing Risen last week with Romans, so now I was thinking Roman gods. Now they gotta get switch over to Egyptian. So Horus is there at this coronation, and his father is killed because Set, played by Gerard Butler. I'll get this. Guys, I'm trying to get through this because I just don't even want to talk about this movie. It's so terrible. Gerard Butler comes down. He takes over. He wants to be the commander. Okay, so now he takes out Horus's eyes. Horus is banished. Then we have this little Aladdin character named Beck who comes running along. He wants his true love. Of course, he needs to save her, so he goes to Horus, steals, oh my god, listen to this, steals his eyes back. Then they go on this road trip journey, trying to find his true love and get Anubis and try to get into the dark, into the underworld. And so you have all this Egyptian mythology going around, which I think personally is a real insult to its culture. I really do, watching this movie. I know it's a movie, but it seems so insulting to take this rich history, something they could have done really cool, get consultants on this movie and do it correctly, but they didn't do that at all. This movie is, in terms of special effects, is just CGI to death. Remember like Phantom Menace and all those films? It was where Lucas said, I don't need any sets, we're going to green screen everything. Well, you can see the outlines around the actors. You can see everywhere they go. There's not one stick of furniture. There's nothing real in this movie. Even sometimes I think the actors are CGI too. In terms of action sequences, there's, this cool scene with these two giant cobras coming, there's a battle with that at a temple, which I thought was pretty cool. And then also you have the Sphinx where they do these questions and see if they can get by without getting killed. And I'm watching this, I'm like, man, this is just Clash of the Titans. This is Clash of the Titans. And I'm talking the original, the remake. I'm talking about the original Clash of the Titans, So just take out, Horus and put in Sinbad. So I'm like, wow, this is just, there's really nothing original about this. This road trip and all these different, puzzles and all these things in their way. So, oh God. So meanwhile, while this is all going on, the head god of all, Ra, he's up top there in space fighting off this giant doomed space worm that keeps trying to take over the Earth. And it's Geoffrey Rush, the great Geoffrey Rush. Now it's really like Clash of the Titans because I keep thinking, wait a minute, Sir Laurence Olivier, one of the greatest actors of the 20th century, he played Zeus in the original Clash of the Titans, and that was really bad. So this movie just gets worse and worse and worse, and to the point where you don't understand what's going on, you don't understand the motivation, you don't understand why even this movie exists and why it's happening. I'm looking at my notes because I wanted to make sure that I got everything. I said all that. The director, Alex Proyas, who I have so much respect for. I love Dark City. It's a masterpiece. Roger Ebert wrote thesis on that thing and did the commentary on the DVD here. And I think it's on Criterion too. Also, he did The Crow, which I love. And what's the one I really love? I love iRobot. I love iRobot. I think I've seen that thing like 15 times. So he's taken to the internet calling all critics, really nasty things because we're trashing this film. Also, the movie was on track for, it was a $140 million budget and it was on track for a $13 million weekend. Everything is very technical now. You don't have to wait and see, with bated breath what the audience is going to do. Everyone's buying advanced ticket sales, so you understand the buzz on a movie or how it's generating any kind of excitement or if it's going to be successful or not. Look at Star Wars. Well, that's an ultimate example that earned $1 billion before it even came out. So this movie just really fails on every level, and I'm trying to think if there's something. The effects are wonderful. I mean, the effects are amazing. They really are. But they're just not. There's nothing surrounding and gluing them together. There's no story. And I'm sorry. I really objected to the actors in this. It was just total miscasting. $140 million bomb. $140 million bomb. All right. For more reviews and interviews, surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Check out my podcast on iTunes. And if you like what you hear, please, give me a thumbs up, subscribe below, comment. I'm from Las Vegas. I know what Egypt's supposed to be like. We have a giant pyramid here that points a light to the sky. So I know Egyptian culture. And the gods of Egypt isn't it. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard. I'll see you next time.